All right, here we are again. I apologize for the atrocious grammar yesterday, but Micah, Lexi, and I are out on a trip today doing recon. We are in the Parkfield sort of area. Parkfield is a little more inland, a little more north. It's a little more, definitely a lot more rural. It's drier. We just crossed over a sign that said San Andreas. You're now entering the Madeiras, some other place. North America. Anyways, we crossed over the San Andreas Fault. Anyways, yeah. So we're looking for our rocks out here like we did yesterday, and we'll see what we can find. Parkfield. This is we got a gravel road. We're definitely Lexi, say hi. This is a different sort of environment than we were in yesterday. Absolutely. Just keeping our eyes peeled for these rocks, hoping that they reveal themselves. Yeah, we have some serious rut action going on this road. Oh wow, I can see lots of color in these rocks that I see in it. Oh wow. Lots of blues, lots of greens. This looks like the stuff. Yeah, but we're interested in the boulders, and we're going to be looking out here for that. Lexi too. See them starting to poke through, get all the glare from the critters. They're definitely out there. Oh my God! Oh my Mélange! Look at that. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, goddamn trees. Now that I know what I'm looking for and we found this thing, this thing, everything out here, this is just because it's so exciting. I can't wait to fly. We're gonna go around and kind of cruise the perimeter. Maybe we can make contact with someone, or potentially we're just looking for places to pull off and park, really. But oh yeah, look at that blue rock. Oh yeah. Oh, that's paint. Anyways, here's a very good example of the shaly matrix that all of these big blocks are sort of eroding out of as they weather. This stuff is a lot easier to degrade. As you can see, this view from the road is just absolutely spectacular, and it's just a prime perfect subject for place for this area, place for the study. This is the prime area. This is what we're looking for. Look at these boulders. Look at the size. We're all bigger than the meter. We're all like, there's class everywhere. Wow. Yeah, this is cool. And the trip is not without its perils. These roads are iffy at best. Yeah, look at this thing. This thing is crazy. Yeah, I don't want to get stuck in that. Subin. Oh, we got a cow. We are in cattle country, and the only things we're going to bother are these guys. And they don't seem to mind too much. But we're here. Okay, so I've chosen this place as if one thing on this road, it's hard to find places, a pretty narrow road, pretty windy, that are safe to pull off. This place we have plenty of spot to here, plenty of room, everybody can see us. As you see, we're out here, we got all these blocks up in the hillsides. I'm gonna find a place way up there to go park to get some of that stuff a little closer, but I'm gonna do a little flyover. Looks like a fun place to fly. And then we'll see what we can do with the mapping. So what my idea in this particular site is to kind of do a big map, just kind of going from maybe this road out to those far boulders you'll see in the drone video. Well, we'll see. That might be a little far. We'll see how much we can do. But I can do it from pretty high, so it's a pretty big overall map. And then I'm going to come in, and with the drone, I'm going to start mapping do in-depth maps of these class, all these big things out here, and those in particular, those boulders and stuff that are out that way. Should be pretty cool. We're going to check out a few more sites. There's a whole bunch. There's just boulders sticking out everywhere out in this landscape. Yeah, like I said before, it was just problems finding a place to park. Another reason we can only go, we just got to stay below 400 feet. As you can see, there's lots of topography change here, so I got to make sure I'm taking off from an elevated position, or I'm just being very aware of my altitude relative to some of these rocks and where I'm going to fly. Yes. All right, everybody's favorite time, voiceover time again. Here's a view from that road I took up. Wish I could point at this, but you can kind of see these bigger rocks out here. I think maybe if we just kind of make a basic 2D map just to show where these three rocks are in space, and then I can kind of go in and maybe model them a little bit closer. I didn't do it with these maps, these rocks, but later in the day after everything was said and done, after I was there, before we stopped flying, I did some in-depth pictures of a few boulders that were big class that were beside the road. I'm going to model them tonight, see how they turn out. I'll have them prepared for you tomorrow to look at. The zoom is just really good on this camera. It's super cool. Just give you an idea of what's out there. All right, another spot. Yeah, this is just a little bit farther up the road. This field opens up to a just wide open, grassy sort of plain with very sparse vegetation, which is great. Stuff like this. I like this one because it's got a bunch of different size class. And sort of if I've mapped it, actually, like I'm gonna have to go out there and check it out again. Like your sort of spatial awareness when you start looking at these things, it kind of goes out the window. That could be a lot farther away than I think it is. But that'd be a cool one to map too. Um, yeah, it's just wide open cattle land. We didn't come across a single another human being this entire time today. There's just ground squirrels and birds and stuff. I say it's hard to keep talking for 3 minutes about stuff because it is. Um, kind of pan around. Okay, yeah. I guess yeah. Here, some more rocks. We're gonna zoom in on. Cool. There. Uh, yes, another great example. I wonder how big that's pretty big. You wish you gotta have a road for you have a road for scale. Let's say this is a single lane road. They aren't very big. There's access roads for the cattle operations I think that are going on out here. And yeah. Here's another site I'm choosing to do. I just kind of see a lot of boulders out in this field. So I'm gonna put the drone up and do a little spin around, see what we can see. Yeah, so this side of the road is definitely another good candidate for a study like this. We go and fly kind of the overview. We got a bunch of boulders and kind of a lot of class in a tight kind of proximity here. Actually, that one on the middle of the hill there is one that after this, I go and another one I tried to model more uh, elaborately. That's not, my words are escaping me right now. This stuff is tough for me. Um, but yeah, then yeah, we kind of just go around. And, I mean, this is more of the same stuff. Still melange, but these types of is which sort of what area is going to be the most beneficial for our study? Which ones are we going to really want to do? Or I can do a lot of them is the thing. Like this stuff goes really quick. Um, oh, we're just gonna have to see moving forward how we're going to proceed. And uh, Zoom, zoom in and out. Those little retaining ponds. Yeah, zoom on this thing is crazy. I don't know, it'd be good for, well, yeah, it's good for zooming, I guess. We can't use it for mapping. Yeah. Now this is an area to behold. I think I can get this. So because we got the high ground on it, I don't have to worry about flying into anything if I'm doing any sort of mapping 2D style. And as you can see, there's just boom, big boulders, big chunks just out everywhere around here. Well exposed. I'm gonna be able to document them well, document each of them well, and kind of do a little model of like a lot of these boulders kind of individually, which is gonna be super cool. I'm just gonna have to figure out how to import a KML into my controller, because out here off grid, the map for drawing up a map mission on this is just, it's not good enough. You can't see anything. And you're definitely gonna want an automated mission on something this big. So we gotta go home and kind of figure that out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna do a little flight here, take you on a journey to the Mélange and check out some of these cool blocks. So a second ago, what I meant to say is that I was going to absolutely want to do an automated flight for any of the mapping. You need to have that sort of consistency with your flight to get a good map. But yeah, moving on. This, well, part of this area is vast, obviously. We're not going to be able to do just like this whole thing. I know that's not what we want to do, but it'd be cool to do. I like in my imagination, I see these like just doing a big high resolution scan of this whole Parkfield window, and then getting coordination to go down. I have access to these other drones, especially I think what I'd love to do on these class, these big rocks, is use the Skydio drone. The Skydio is a fully automated drone that kind of goes in for inspections and stuff. I don't know if it's been done as a use case. We're gonna try and get. I wrote a scholarship to the good people at Skydio just for this, basically just for this use case, hoping that I can procure one of these drones for doing high resolution scans on these class out here. That's what I think would be really cool for. I mean, if we got them in a VR goggle or something in some respect, where you could see some of the structure in the rock, kind of move around without being there, obviously. Um, yeah, yeah. I could say I've said it before, but I'll say it again. This place is absolutely breathtaking. Makes for really fun flying out here, advancing the science, flying around, taking pictures of boulders. Um, yeah, there's plenty of subjects that would be fit for the study. That's just one thing I want to run by you too. A lot of the class are largely buried. Um, some of them are still like almost like eroded completely out. Like how we, I guess I don't know where I'm going here, so I'm gonna stop with that. Enjoy the view. Mm. This is a perfect time of year to be out here as well. Well, you can already feel that it's going to start getting really hot here in Central California. Feel sorry for all the critters and cows we saw. But yeah, there you have it. The Parkfield Window, ladies and gentlemen. And I think we're going to be able to do some cool stuff here. And this will be the end of my narration for tonight. I'm going to go process some of these boulders that I took pictures of, and hopefully something can render out. Yeah. So we're done flying for the day. Micah walked out and found some sort of sulfur deposit out here, and It's right off the road, so I'm tempted to excavate a bit and see what we can find. I've never really just found it in the wild like this. But yeah, there's yellow all over this hillside, which is weird. All right, I'm out of batteries, so we are hightailing it out of Mélange country. We get to enjoy this beautiful drive going home. All these wonderful compact blocks eroding from the ground. So we're gonna go home and try and get some stuff rendered and see if any of this stuff worked I did today.